nice, especially in the second half down the stretch.
He gave us a big spark. I mean, he was active on defense, and then that just came for offense. Like, he just was playing both sides, and he was big for us tonight.
How important was it just to get a win?
I mean, it felt good. We need to get it back on track. Coach Miles said they was going to come out aggressive just because what happened with their coaching stuff, playing for him and things like that. But, I mean, we just have to fight through. It's going to be tough games every night in the Big Ten, so we just got to fight through and finish off.
Did you guys expect the starters to play the whole way the second half? Did you know that was going to happen?
I mean, I didn't expect to play the whole. Nobody else get in the second half, but I mean, we got to do what we got to do. I mean, Coach Miles believing us to play a lot of minutes, so that's what we got to do. We just got to recover after.
With the rebounding, obviously they had a pretty big edge, especially on the offensive glass. What do you attribute that to? I know the past few games that's been an issue for you guys.
I mean, we just got to keep working on that. That's one thing Coach Miles been on us about in film and in practice and things like that. Like, we gotta clean that up, and we still working on it. And I think they had a lot of offensive rebounds today, but we just got to keep finding a way to win. But we got to clean that up.
You guys have been in a couple close games that have gone the other way from defensive errors, but you guys got a block and a steal kind of down the stretch. What was different about those defensive possessions down the stretch?
Just stay locked in. I mean, I think the last couple games we were just playing to trying to win. We weren't just playing the flow of the game, and that's what we started making mistakes and started turning the ball over or taking bad shots and things like that. So I think we just got to play our game from the jump and don't think about it and don't think about the score at the end.
Did it seem like eternity for that three-pointer, the one that rattled around and out?
I mean, it felt good, but I didn't know I was going to do all that, to be honest. I thought I was going to – I seen it, and I'm like, it's good. But then when it hit the rim, I was like, it's probably off. But it kept bouncing, so it was a good shot.
Eric, questions for Glynn before I send him off?
Shooting struggles from the first half to the second half?
I think just my teammates, Johnny, Deshaun, and all them guys, they just kept talking to me, telling me, I can get going. I got to make one and just stay confident. I just listened to them, and my teammates just kept encouraging me. So I just stayed positive and tried to do anything to help the team.
Anything else for Glynn before I send him off? Okay, perfect. I'll keep Isaiah here.
Yeah, after that first three, did you kind of feel like you had it tonight?
I kind of felt like that past couple games. To be honest, I felt pretty aggressive and pretty confident. But yeah, I mean, that first three definitely helped. I mean, making your first shot's always a good sign, so that definitely helped.
Do you know how good you can be?
What'd you say? No, I know what you said. Yeah.
Are you tired of hearing that? I mean, what do you respond to when people keep saying that to you? I mean, that's a compliment in a way.
No, it kind of is, but it kind of is, kind of isn't. Because, I mean, like, that's what the coaches kind of challenged me to do this year, is take that as less of a compliment. Because obviously, like, I'm a junior, I should be doing the type of stuff I'm doing now. So, yeah, they tell me to take it badly now. So.
I guess if you phrase that, do you feel like you're doing what you can do, playing at the top of your game?
Yes, I like that. Yeah.
How do you account for you're kind of a different types of seasons here already for you? I think you're averaging about 8 points through the first 8 games, 7 games, something like that, and about 14.5 points now after tonight, the last 6 or 7 games. What kind of lit the fuse?
I think we were all just trying to. I mean, like you said, every season for me has been different. I've had different roles on every team, and this team's a lot different than last year. So I think it just took me a while to find my spots, and it took some of my teammates a while to find their spots as well. I think we struggled early on offensively as a whole, and I think now we're just starting to roll a little bit better, and people are starting to find their spots. And I mean, it's just progressing through the season. I think we're just going to get even better.
Did any of your coaches talk to you about trying to, look to score more as we've gotten?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because they know I'm playing out of position, so teams are going to try to exploit my undersized, so they want me to exploit them the same way that they're trying to exploit us.
In the same respect as knowing how good you are, the same has kind of been said about this team, and then coming off 2 straight losses, how tough was it, and what did it show you about this team to be able to come out and win a game like this?
It showed me that, yeah, I mean, it's been tough these past couple of days ever since we lost 2 in a row, and it's been real rough just because you can see that everybody's frustrated, and everybody, I mean, we want to win, and the coaches want to win. Obviously, we put in a lot of time and to go on the road and lose one game that we felt like we should have won, and then to go to Iowa and play how we felt was bad. I mean, it's just good to pull out a win like this because we know most games are going to be close, but we can't lose those games.
Did not have to come out of the game the entire second half.
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, it felt good during the game. I'm a little sore right now, but it definitely feels better. Yeah, playing.
You guys set a school record with your 20th home win in a row.
Wow.
You know, you guys have had some struggles on the road, but you play so well here at home. I guess how do you account for the differences?
I'm not sure. I think we just finished better here, I would say. Like at Minnesota, we played really well, and then didn't finish. And then also same thing at Maryland, played pretty well, and then didn't finish. I'm not sure why we finished better here, but we just got to make that translate to on the road as well.
What do you attribute to the offensive rebounding struggles?
I can hear you.
What do you attribute to the rebounding issues, particularly giving up offensive boards, and how do you fix it?
I think mainly it's positioning and just seeing the shot. Like a lot of times we'll run in too far and it'll be a long shot. So those are just things we got to see. Just unlucky bounces, but you got to be able to see that, and those are the signs of good rebounders.
Some of those defensive issues kind of late in games, how good did it feel to get those back-to-back stops at the end of this game?
Yeah, that was huge. And that's something, I mean, we talked about defense, we talked about defense pretty much 80% of our practice the last couple of days, just because we know that we can score with anybody, but in order to win, you have to play defense. So being able to, like I said, finish the game this time and not blow our lead, that was huge for us.
Anything else for Isaiah? Perfect. I'll send Isaiah off and Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you.
I just want to start with Isaiah. You can see why he's such a special kid and a special player. I thought his effort tonight, he was the one guy I thought that had great energy, great body language, and was aggressive the whole night through. And you could see in his line, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 4 blocks, 1 assist, no turnovers. And then, whatever the end of the last 5-6 minutes, we switch him on to Stevens, and I'm not sure if Stevens got another hoop, maybe one. Isaiah got a steal in that time and just made some really big plays for us on offense and defense.
How tough is it to win a game like that when you guys get out-rebounded by 15?
Yeah, well, Jim Molinari said something to us just today. He goes, the hardest thing, when you've got a good team but you've lost a couple in a row, the hardest thing in the world to do is win a game. And it's true. And I just thought we were a little uptight, and you could see that. So I think that's what was hard, is just to win the game. And you try and just stay in the moment, but you could see frustration in the guys. Isaiah just brought it up, and it was a quality win. And I thought, with Pat back, that Penn State was going to play, after a game where he wasn't with them, and then and they've got a lot of pride, and you knew they weren't going to go down easily. And then when they started making threes, you're up against it.
At what point in the second half did you decide that you weren't going to go to your bench?
Nana Akinton had been sick the last 2 days, so missed all the prep. And, Amir is just starting to practice again full. So I played him. And I decided at halftime, I'm like, well, I don't love it, So I thought I'd play Tanner. But every time I brought it up, those assistants talked me out of it. So that's true.
With Watson, they pulled within a point. He saves the ball from going out of bounds and then puts up that three-pointer that bounced about 3 times off the rim.
Yeah.
And you were pretty close there watching it because it's right in front of your bench. What's going through your mind as you're watching that?
Well, the first thing I thought it was in. I really did, even though it hit the rim 3 or 4 times. It was just so soft. It was just one of those that, I think that's going in. And then there was that ruckus. So, he'd got knocked down, or Glynn was on the floor, and there's this, somebody else, Copeland got knocked down under the basket, and it was just a ruckus, and the ball's still on the rim, So I was just trying to, I really did think the ball was in, was just trying to figure out what the heck was going on. I did that, you know, we all do that in a millisecond. So that's what I was thinking.
Maybe not as crazy, but there are a few plays like that with Glynn where he just kind of created something and it turned into magic. Like
Yeah, his refusal of the ball screen and then taking it on the reverse side away from the shot blocker was a huge play where he spun the one in on the reverse layup. And that was something, you know, we even talked about. You know, like, listen, if you refuse that, he's there. And I thought Glynn made just a great play because that's a hard play to make when we needed. You know, I thought Glynn really, you know, he got hit in the mouth right away. I don't know if everybody's, you know, he had a lot of blood in his mouth. And, you know, so he had a slow start. But I thought he really got better as the game wore on. And you could see it in his numbers. And I thought Roby was good the whole night. Tom Allen was good early. And, you know, those other two guys will get going. You know, we went to Cope a little bit, didn't quite go. And you know, Cope's the kind of guy, like, if Stevens is getting him on the, you know, when he's playing defense on him, it affects him on the other end. It really, he cares about winning. And so, James, just we got to get him going a little more. I thought Reeves is one of the best defensive players, makes life tough for everybody. And then Watkins at the rim, you know, those are two strong defenders. So, you know, they can make it hard for guys that live at the rim. But good effort tonight. Glad we got the win.
You know, James would have that tough matchup with Reeves going into it.
Yeah, James knew.
You knew that going in, and how much of it was also Roby having the night he did as well? Just him not having the
Well,
ball.
I just thought Roby's energy level was so good. You know, I really did. I mean, I don't know if you saw his body language like I did, but I mean, everything was positive with him. You come sit down in the timeouts, he's the one talking, he's the one making plays. And some other guys you could see were a little frustrated, you know, and whatever they're frustrated, you can't wish and hope, boys. Just play. Stay in the moment, do your job, play the game. You know, as a coach, you feel like, you know, what are you doing? You emphasize for, you know, the last 5 days defensive rebounding and getting the threes, and these guys have the career night or the season high night in threes and 21 offensive rounds, maybe a season high there too. So despite all that coaching, we were able to win. But, you know, those are things that we are going to correct and we'll get to. But you just knew, like Coach Mo said, you know, this was the hardest thing that was going to happen tonight was just get the W.
Do you feel like in the locker room afterwards there was kind of a sense of relief, or do you feel like there's still a little frustration?
It's hard to tell. It really is. I think when you look at the big picture, you just got to pin your ears back and go try and get Indiana and Michigan State because –